Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. And we've got a ball game. It is St. Louis at Philadelphia on September 8 in our 1969 replay. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes with the lineups. Rhodes Scholar has arrived. He's for the Cards. Kathy Harden has arrived. Hello again. She's for the Cards. Cards are now 4 games out after the Pittsburgh Pirates won on this date. So the Cards will be doing nothing but trying to keep pace and maintain a 3.5 game deficit. Phillies are in a race for the bottom. They're moving up on the Montreal Expos, who've had 5th place for quite a while. Right now, the Phillies are in last place, but they are only 1.5 games behind the Montreal Expos. And for our starting lineups, we have, by the way, it's Chuck Taylor for the Cards, a semi-spot starter. He's won 6. Woody Fryman for the Phils. He's won 13. Let's look at our opening lineups. It's Lou Brock for the Cardinals leading it off in left. Kurt Flood batting second in center field. Julian Javier in the 3rd spot at second base. Tim McCarver still injured. Joe Torre catching in place of McCarver. He is batting 4th. Phil Gagliano will cover first, usually done by Torre batting 5th. Mike Shannon batting 6th at third base. Vada Pinson is still out. He usually plays right. It will be Byron Brown in right. And playing shortstop for the injured Dal Maxfield is Jerry Devanin. And the pitcher, Chuck Taylor, batting 9th. Again, with 6 wins on the season, he is a right-hander. For the Phillies, it'll be Tony Taylor leading off at second base. John Briggs batting second and center. I noted that Larry Heisel pinch hit in this game, so he's available. He's been out for a bit. Dick Allen batting third at first. Johnny Callison batting fourth in right. Darren Johnson batting fifth in left. Rick Joseph playing third base. Dave Watkins batting seventh and catching. Don Money is the shortstop, batting eighth. And batting ninth, the pitcher, left-hander, Woody Fryman. And in just a moment, we expect the Phils to take the field. We cut ahead on this one. I rarely do it, but Kansas City and Oakland, at Oakland, a snoozer, will be tomorrow. I need to announce I will not have a morning game tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment. And my hope is we'll get to that snoozer in the afternoon. Kansas City at Oakland. Indeed. And the Phillies take the field. We're in Connie Mack Stadium. Woody Fryman on the mound taking his warm-ups. And leading it off for the Cards is Lou Brock. This will be lefty-lefty. Woody is a lefty. Woody is ready, and here's the wind-up and the pitch to Brock. That's 3-9 left-handed, and he struck him out. Woody Fryman gets Brock to start it off one away. I can't promise I'll make it through this game. I'm starting on coffee, even though I've had plenty, and then I'll move on, and we'll see where that goes. Can't promise anything. But we'll take one step at a time here. Here's Curt Flood now, one out, nobody on. And it's wonderful to have you all here on SBN. SN. Both. Here's Fryman and the pitch to Flood. 2-4 left-handed, and it's a base hit by Flood. Oh, he's good against left-handers. Look at that. Lord. Look at that card against left-handers compared to right. So Flood singles up the middle with one out. And here comes Julian now. Fryman from the stretch. And the pitch to Julian. That's 5-5. Right-handed, struck him out. That's the second for Fryman. Two down with Flood on first. And here's the cleanup hitter, Joe Torre, catching lately. And it's playing, taking a toll on him. He's not used to it. He got used to playing first. It's two away. Flood on first. Here's Fryman and the pitch to Torre. That's 4-4 right-handed, grounds it to third axe. That will be for Rick Joseph of 422. 24. It's a G1, E22, 5, 356, E22 at third. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, one hit, the single by Flood, left on base. And after a half, it's St. Louis nothing, and Philadelphia coming to bat. We have another tear that we just got finished. I thought we had, but we have a pretty good tear here. We're going to need to amend that before it breaks off. I don't know how much tape I have left, but I'll continue to use it. Got a tear over here while we're at it. God. And that should cover it for a while. We're headed to the bottom of the first, and here's Chuck Taylor taking his warm-ups. Taylor, a right-hander. Tony Taylor. We got two Taylors here. Chuck pitching to Tony to lead it off. You know, that's, I'll have to check that out, Joel. The cardboard version, thank you. Must be long though, huh? Lord. Here's Chuck Taylor now. The pitch to Tony Taylor. That's 6-7, right-handed, grounds it to second X. I didn't know they had a cardboard. It's long, yeah, well, that's a grounder to second X by Taylor. It's going to be Javier, 226. That's 226. That's going to be 7-2 at second. G2. 246. Javier, 26. And he throws him out. Taylor is retired. And here's Johnny Briggs. Okay, Taylor is ready. The windup and the pitch to Briggs. That's 4-6 left-handed, and he flies it to right for Brown, Byron Brown. on a 4-6 left-handed, and that's 2 away. And now Dick Allen gets a big hand from the hometown crowd. Okay, Taylor, the windup and the pitch to Allen. That's 5-8, right-handed, fly ball center field. For Flood, he's under it, he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Chuck Taylor. And after 1, it's a scoreless ball game. Heading to the second, here's Fryman. Oh. Leading it off will be Phil Gagliano. Here's Fryman now. And the pitch. 5-5, right-handed, struck him out. That's the third for Fryman. 1 down, and Mike Shannon the batter. Again, the Pirates won on this date, putting St. Louis 4 back to maintain their pace they need to win today to go back to 3.5 out. Shannon at the plate, 1 down, nobody on. Top of the second, no score. Fryman into his windup, the pitch to Shannon. That's 3-6 left-handed. It's hit well to left. Going back is Johnson, DJ Johnson at the warning track, and he makes the catch, 2 outs. That was a 3-6 left-handed. And at 20, a long fly, two down. Here's Byron. Byron Brown getting a rare start. 53 at bats. He started this game. Here's Brown now. Fryman gets the sign and the pitch to Brown. Whoa, that is a 4-8 right-handed single up the middle. A 2-out single. And Jerry Devannon will come up. 2 outs with Brown on first. Here's Fryman now. And the pitch to Devannon. That is 3-9 left-handed, and he struck him out for his 4th strikeout today. 3-9 against the left-hander, and the side is retired. That's the 4th strikeout for Fryman. We're in the middle of the second, and it's a scoreless game. Here's Chuck Taylor. Retired the Phils in order in the first. It'll be Johnny Callison to lead it off. Here's Taylor. Ron, huge fan of the Cards. The pitch to Callison. And that's 5-2 left-handed, chops it to third for Shannon. And he throws Callison out. 1 down. And here's Darren Johnson now. Get a little coffee here. Taylor is ready. He gets the sign, the wind-up, and the pitch to DJ. That's 6-7 right-handed, chops it to second X. Julian, 226. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Kathy. 226, 22. It's a G1, E26, 6, 7, 8, 9, on a 26, and he throws him out, 2 away, and that's 5 in a row, retired by Chuck. And here comes Rick Joseph. Chuck has a good ERA. Joseph steps in, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the second here, no score. This is a first of a 2-game series on September 8 in our 1969 replay. Here's Chuck now. The wind-up and the pitch to Joseph. That's 2-6 right-handed, and that's going to be a double down the line. First hit of the ball game for the Phillies. A 2-6 right-handed double. Joseph on second with 2 outs. And Dave Watkins is the batter. That Met game is just unbelievable, Kathy. It was it took a lot out of me. Really. That's why I'm sort of coasting on this one. Here's Watkins at the plate. Taylor and the pitch. And that's 4-8 right-handed, and he chops it to short for Devannon. Devannon has it, throws it to Gagliano, and the side is retired. It's no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on a 4-8 right-handed. We've gone 2, and it is a scoreless ball game. Let's go 1 more, and then we'll move on to the other stuff. Woody Fryman takes the mound for the Phils. It'll be Chuck Taylor at 2 WR, his first plate appearance. Here's Fryman now. And the pitch to Taylor. 5-3, right-handed, fly ball left X. That's for DJ Johnson, 4-5. 4-5, 16-4. It's going to be an F2. E4. E5, I'm sorry. 4, 5, 6, 7, E5. And he makes the catch. And that's the first out. Here comes Lou Brock. Brock is 0 for 1, struck out in the first. Okay, Fryman. And the pitch to Brock. That's 5-6 left-handed, and he chops it to second. Taylor has it, throws it to Allen for the second out. 2 away. And here's Curt Flood. Flood singled. In the first was left on. Fryman, the windup and the pitch. 6-9 right-handed, and that is a drive hit out for a base hit. The second hit for Flood today. So Flood on first with 2 outs, and Julian steps up. Here's Fryman now. The pitch to Javier. That's 4-8 right-handed, and there's a base hit up the middle. Flood rounding second. One to 16, 1 to 18, +2, 1 to 19. They let him go. We say 1 to 19 because you can't be at 20. First and third, 2 outs. Here's Torrey now, clutch situation. Fryman in trouble for the first time today. Torrey grounded to third in the first. Okay, Fryman now. He looks in, and the pitch to Torrey. That's 1-9. Left-handed, he walked him. So Fryman has loaded him up on a 1-9 walk. And it's Phil Gagliano struck out in the second. Clutch situation for Phil. Woody trying to get out of this. Here's Fryman. And the pitch to Gagliano. That's 2-9 against the left-hander, and it's a fly ball to right. That's playable by Callison. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. The Cardinals strand 3. Middle of the third, it's a scoreless game. And here's Chuck Taylor now. Don Money to lead it off. Okay, Taylor now. The pitch to Money. 6-8, right-handed, fly ball right field. Byron Brown under it, 1 away. And here comes Woody Fryman. We'll take a break after this inning. I don't want to pressure you, Kathy, but I guess no questions between innings. I guess, I don't want to push you. Here's Taylor now. And the pitch to Fryman. That's 1-3. Grounds it to second for Julian. And he throws it over to Gagliano, 2 away. For Tony Taylor, it's Chuck Taylor facing Tony Taylor again. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the third, no score. And the pitch to Tony. That's 5-4 right-handed. It's a fly ball. That's going to be a ballpark. Fly ball left field, ballpark single effect. Look at it again, 5-4 right-handed. It's going to be Taylor right-handed in Philly. Single 1-2. Oh no, it's a liner to short. Caught by Devannon. And the side is retired. A 1-2-3 for Chuck Taylor. We've gone 3. And this is a scoreless ball game. Tomorrow, well, I'm not, wait a minute, Kathy. Yeah, tomorrow. I'll be doing an afternoon game, my hope is. No morning game tomorrow. I got some business to take care of. We've gone 3 innings here at Connie Mack. And it's a scoreless ball game. My son and daughter-in-law are coming over around 6 p.m. with pizza. There's a little something left in there. Thank you, Kathy. I have an appointment with the doctor tomorrow, folks. And I may need a procedure. And then that procedure would need to be authorized by my primary care doctor, who I've never seen, and who has some confusion as to whether I'm their patient. And I worried about it a bit. This was after the game today. And right now I'm in a position to say, Jeff, you'll sort it all out. You've done it before. You used to work in healthcare. Just be sincere, be firm, and be persistent. And it'll all work out. You'll get the referral for any procedure needed. It might be a day or 2, but I'll be on the phone doing nothing but that. So why worry about it now, right? We all have issues, right? Yeah, 6 p.m. It'll all work out. Give me a minute, folks. Well, we're back, folks. Scoreless after 3 here. It's Chuck Taylor for the Cards and Woody Fryman, the southpaw. I guess he was almost a veteran by then, wasn't he? For the Phillies, he ended up going to the Tigers. It's no score through 3. Mudcat pitched in this for Real World for St. Louis. And Boozer again for the Phillies. And I thought I had this damn thing open. The Cardinals won this one 4-3. Taylor got the win, Mudcat the save. It was a 4-3 ball game. I don't always remember to do that. In Real World, wow, the Cards were 9 games out, and the Mets were 1.5 games out on this date. 1.5. Pirates were 6.5 out. Phillies were 13 ahead of the Expos. They're doing much worse in our replay. And here's Fryman to start the 4th. It'll be Shannon leading it off. He flew to left. .612 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Shannon to lead it off. got me almost going out of my mind. Here's Byron Brown now. With Brown, then Devon, and it's almost like a, let's just get through this inning. Here's the pitch from Fryman. That's 4-8 right-handed. There's a base hit. It's up the middle for Byron. Shannon, his speed isn't so great. Well, he's 1-13. Briggs, a +2, 1-15. Lord, that's a tough call. We're going to send him. You see, the problem with this is I say I'm going to send him 1-15. In fact, I'll let him hold. I will let him hold. We'll just end any issue right there. The only thing is a fly ball would have brought him home. So 2 leadoff singles here. And before I roll the dice, I always have the chance I could send him to third. Wait a minute. That was a 4-8 for Byron. Right-handed single to center. Shannon 1-13, 1-13. Yeah, it is a 1-15. We're gonna send him. We're gonna frickin' send him running, and they're gonna throw for him 1-15. Here's the throw from Briggs. Whoa, and he's safe. They went for him. Lord, that was a risk. And now it's second and third. No outs. That's a tough game to a tough play to do solo, but we're gonna frickin' send him, take a frickin' risk. And here's Devannon now. A fly ball can bring him home. Twice. Okay, Fryman now. From the stretch, the pitch to Devannon. That's 3-8 left-handed. Fly ball left. It's going to be deep enough. That shit's deep enough for Shannon to tag. And the Cards take a 1-0 lead. Brown will hold. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Always when it works out, right? But a run batted in for Jerry Devannon, who had a total of 10 runs batted in. And here's Chuck now with 1 out and Brown on second. Brock on deck. It's a 1-0 ball game. Here's Fryman now. Pitch to Taylor. That's 2-6, and he struck him out. That's 2 away. That's the 5th for Woody. By the way, the decision by Philly to try to throw him out at the plate, throw him out at third, has thus far not impacted the inning. Brown did end up on second, but unless they bring him home, it's good that they also tried to throw him out, just in terms of how it ended up. All's well that ends well. Here's Luke Brock now in a clutch situation. 2 outs. 1-0 Cards. Here's Fryman now. Pitch to Brock. 2-7 left-handed, fly ball center. Getting onto that is Briggs, who made the throw unsuccessfully to allow Shannon to score, and the side is retired. But 1 run on 2 hits. Shannon stretching on a base hit to third for Devannon to knock him home with a sacrifice fly with no outs. We've gone 3 1/2. It's St. Louis 1-0 over the Phils. And here's Chuck Taylor now. Chuck. Chuck. Taylor. We'll face Briggs to start it off. And actually, there's going to be a pinch hitter here, Kathy Harden. Oh, shit. It's going to be Larry Heisel. He pinch hit in this game in real world, and I'm taking the liberty of having him pinch hit for Briggs in the third to lead off the fourth, and have him play the rest of this frickin' ball game, and he'll play center field. He did pinch hit. I'm going to take the frickin' liberty. Some of you Cardinal fans may not like that. Okay, Chuck now. Oh, Heisel's been out a few days. He's fine. he pinch hit in this frickin' game. Have him take a few jumping jacks out in center field, loosen himself up. But he's up to bat now, facing Chuck now. Here's Chuck. And that's 3-5, right-handed. It's hit well by Heisel into the gap. A double. Oh, for Lawrence. Lord, it's a double. So Lawrence, you know, Heisel, he friggin' went to the, could have sworn he went to the Brewers, I think, and had a pretty solid reputation as a good all-around ball player. He can run, can even steal, not too bad in the field, and he can hit. So Heisel does just that. He'll stay in the game and play center field. And here's Dick Allen. They got a runner in scoring position right now. I'm out of my frickin' mind. Making too much of it. Taking too much of everything. It's no big frickin' deal. Here's Dick Allen now. Taylor. And the pitch to Allen. 6'9", right-handed. Struck him out. Swinging. He be swinging it, baby. And that'll be the first strikeout for Chuck today. Good old Chuck. And yeah, that's Dick Allen going 6'9", right-handed. Look at that. Swung on and missed. And Heisel on second with 1 out now. Here's Callison. Just adding a little excitement to the game. Bring Heisel in. Almost as an afterthought. Here's Taylor now, or Chuck, swinging in the breeze now. Pitch to Callison. That is a 2-5 right-handed, and he walked him. Chuck just walked Callison. Whoa. So the Phillies have 2 on, 1 out for DJ. Not a great scenario. ISO led off. He pinch hit for Briggs. He'll stay in the game with the double. Allen struck out, swinging in the breeze. That's what she means, Kathy Harden does. Swinging in the breeze, swinging at larks, at what are the words? At dreams, at wishful thoughts, swinging at nothing of substance, but it has a lot of ideas. So it's 1 out, first and second. Here's DJ now. DJ, 2 big guys, Big Chuck on the mound. I think Chuck was big, wasn't he? Chuck frickin' Taylor. Frickin' Goodeman, just calm down. Other people have to deal with things called life. Pains in the ass is also a shit. So don't get yourself all anxious. Things will work out. Big Chuck Taylor. How big was he? I can't even get him, it's so freaking hard. Here he is. I do not have his height. I bet you I can get it on Baseball Reference. Chuck Taylor, this is the Chuck Taylor who's pitching right now. And actually, this is his rookie year, absolute rookie year. He didn't even probably pitch enough to qualify as a rookie. Oh, he did, 126 innings, of course. He's 6'2", but we still call him big. He's Big Chuck, 6'2". All big chuck of them. And here's DJ. Oh, Philly's got something going. First and second, 1 down. Big pitch here from Chuck to DJ. Here it comes. That's 4-9 right-handed. Oh, and it's a liner to third, caught by Shannon. What a beautiful. Shannon falls to the ground, gets up quickly to stop Heisel from giving any ideas here of doing anything, but he caught the ball. What a catch by Shannon. Oh, my Lord. 4-9 right-handed. Single 1 to 12. It was a 14. Shannon made the catch. That is probably going to be the catch of the game. We'll see. 2 outs now, and it's a clutch situation for Rick Joseph. Joseph has a situation. Now, he doubled in the second, and he's got Heisel in scoring position. Callison was walked. He's on first. Big Chuck from the stretch, and the pitch to Joseph. That is 1-5 right-handed, and he struck him out. And the side is retired. Oh, my. That's a nice, pretty piece of pitching there, I would say, by Big Chuck Taylor. I really would. No runs, 1 hit, the walk, both left swinging in the breeze. It's about time for you to go back and get your glove. And both of you. and come on out to the field. The side is retired. It's 1-0 Cards. Oh, just take it easy, Jeff. Lots of people have to go through this horse shit. Okay? They go through horse shit. We got a game for sure. Oh, well, yeah. We got a game for sure, Kathy. Here's Woody Fryman coming out top of the 5th. Oh, Lord. Ah. We got a game, indeed we do, folks. Kathy Arden says it's 1-0 Cardinals, but we'll see about Fryman here. If he can hold these cards, it's going to be Flood 2 for 2 already. Julian and Tori, the heart of the order, I guess we could say. Here's Woody now. The wind-up and the pitch to Flood. 6-9 right-handed, and that is a, I don't like to read it any more than you do. It's a base hit. Oh, actually, it's fine if you're a Cards fan. Yeah, actually, I want the Cards. 3rd single for Curt Flood, a real professional. Look at that, 6-9 right-handed. That's as pretty as can be. It was 1-1 to 6, folks, but that's going to be a 3rd single for Flood. And that's some pretty darn good hitting already. We're only in the 5th frickin' inning. Okay. And it's going to be, of course, Julian. So Flood on first, nobody out. Julian at the plate now. Woody from the stretch. Woody, the pitch to Julian. Whoa! Julian lays it down, and the infield stays back. He's a B, he's a 9B. I think that'll work. Oh, I think it'll just barely work. A 9B, it is hit to 3rd. Scooped up by Rick Joseph. A 9B, the infield is back. And now Flood on second. That's a Julian special. I mean, Julian to me is gold. Okay, do you remember him? And I'm not really even a Cardinals fan. But Julian, and he had actually a decent hitting year here, in contrast to Maxville, who hit 175. He's hurt now. And even Shannon, I guess, was not a great hitter. 254. And he's a frickin' 3 at 3rd. They lost Orlando. That's the first thing, okay? I'm talking real world here. The 67-68 Cardinals and even the 64 team had a lot of the players that were later on, including Shannon, Brock, Flood, Gibson, but why they didn't continue? Well, they lost. I don't know how good or bad a year Orlando had, but I thought he would have fit very well after his 67 season. Wasn't he something that year? MVP or Uh, who knows? Runs batted, I don't know. Runs batted in. But Orlando was a star player in '67. And you add him with Brock and Flood. And then the other guys can hold their own, too. That's a team. And I guess, you had Carlton, Gibson, but they kind of fell short. I don't know the difference between the pitching staffs, but I guess they didn't have quite the pitching staff either. Anyway, Julian gets the sacrifice bunt off Woody. And here's Torrey now, a chance to knock in a run here. Woody from the stretch, and the pitch to Torrey. He's swinging away, 310, left-handed, grounds it to second. It would have been a double. Tony Taylor throws it to first. Dick Allen, and he holds. Flood holds. And it's all up to Phil Gagliano. Gagliano, 0 for 2 already. Struck out and flew to right. It's Fryman. I remember him. I think he was with the 70, what was it, the 72 Tigers, maybe even this later. I think he was on that AL East championship team. I never really considered them a great team or anything. They just happened to win the division. No one else did that year. So the bottom line is Gagliano is coming to the plate. Fryman is from the stretch, and Flood is dancing. He be dancing around that second base, popping and jumping and hollering and ready to come home on the sign of any good swing from Gagliano. Here's Fryman now, and the pitch to Gagliano, and that is 1-3, left-handed. Oh, he chops it to first. And Dick Allen has it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the side is out. I'll tell you, Woody holding his own in this ball game. Lord, no runs, one hit. One left. And here's Chuck. Big Chuck Taylor. All 6'2", 195 pounds of him. And Chuck is taking some warm-ups. It'll be the bottom third for the Phils. They trail 1-0. This is the first of a two-game series. There's been a bunch of teams. I'm sure it's done coordinated. They even had computers back then. Look, computers in 51 or so. It depends what point of reference you use. A real computer. They had real computers back then to help generate the and so Chuck Taylor, a lot of these are two. Fryman's still rhyming. Oh yeah, I love it. Fryman's still rhyming. Oh Lord, I love it. Meanwhile, Chuck is pitching as good as fuck. I couldn't, because I can't do Taylor. What's that, a mailer? What is he, a mailer? A sailor? I mean, you know, I think that's pretty good. Oh, Lord Christ, that's funny stuff. And here is Chuck facing Watkins. You know, anyone who's been watching these broadcasts knows darn well. Knows awfully darn well. That Dave Watkins has been catching for Mike Ryan, who is hurt pretty bad. I'm not even sure when he's coming back. We know Ryan was a workhorse for the Phils. Okay, here's Big Chuck now, pitching the bottom of the fifth, trying to keep the Cardinals ahead here. Chuck winds and the pitch to Watkins. Whoa, that's a 2-4, and it's hit well to right. Back goes Byron. Oh, and he makes the catch. I'm sorry, my reporting was so slow. Oh, I know it's largely radio because you don't actually see it, but Byron Brown makes a nice catch there. Out in right field. It was a 2-4 right-handed. And, oh, wait, it's a ballpark. A 2-4. 2-4 right-handed. And that is a no diamond fly ball to right on a 13 red die. And it was a lovely catch by Byron Brown. So Chuck Taylor really pitching good baseball. It's and here's Don Money now. Fryman, Woody on deck. Woody on deck. Think of the sound of it. Woody on deck. Woody frickin' Fryman. I guess they were beat by the A's. Those 72 Tigers who won the division in real world were beat by the A's, who beat the Reds. Pretty damn sure they beat the Reds. Okay, here's Money now. Chuck's earning his bucks. Oh, there she goes. Kathy Harden doing it much better than me. If you heard mine, she says, here it is. Chuck's earning his bucks. And that works well. He's got one out, facing Money now. Chuck. Wind up and the pitch to Money. That's a 6-7 right-handed. Chop to second X. That's for Julian. 226, of course. Julian. 5-2. 26. G3. E26, 5-10, 12 on a Julian 26, and he throws him out. He throws him the hell out. Julian. Love Julian Javier as a ball player. To me, he'd be a franchise player, second base. He may not be, he's just in his own way. I think he comes through a lot. It's 2 outs, and here's Woody now. Pitcher, facing pitcher, Woody. Here's Taylor now. 2 outs, nobody on. Fryman at the plate, and the windup from Big Chuck. And there it is, 1-9. He struck him out. And that'll be the third for Chuck. Chuck's earning his bucks. It's a 1-2-3 for Chuck. And if I'm not mistaken, we've gone 5. And it's a 1-0 ball game. I'll tell you, I'm surprised Woody is holding his own. I really am surprised to the extent of Woody holding his own. Folks, in case you were wondering, this is not just a Strat-O-Matic YouTube network. I would very much like if you would accept my invitation to think about this as an experience. Woo! Woody! Yeah, Woody. Oh, Woody will come out to pitch the top of the 6th. Oh, yes, he will. I've become terribly afraid of everyday problems. Not gonna do it. Just roll with it. All you gotta do is take care of yourself. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Damn it, I'm telling you, everything will be fine, I declare. I'll just walk through the necessary motions to deal with it. And Mark Levine has arrived. Folks, Mark Levine has arrived. Woody! Oh, Woody. Pitching so nicely. He allowed just 1 run in the first 5 innings, Woody. And that was a tough run. If you remember Byron Brown with Shannon on first, singled, and Shannon went for it. That was Woody. That was a tough base hit, and then Devannon with the sacrifice fly. It's a 1-0 ball game. I can handle it. Hey, I can handle it, folks, no matter what happens. I can fucking handle it. We're just taking a break for a couple minutes. When we come back, Woody Fryman will start his 6th inning, and I mind you that his first endurance is the 7th, so he's got some endurance there. Woody has won 13 already, and the Phillies are on the verge of overtaking the Expos, and I should hope frickin' so. You know, they put the Phillies in last behind the expansion. I mean, you know, that's unheard of. Just taking a break before we start the top of the sixth. Just stand by. It's not going to be longer than 2-3 minutes. No one's going to cut your balls off. You know, I actually really like this ambiance. I resonated to this and one other piece from this collection that just allows it all to be copyright free as long as you type in his name in the description. So there's a feature where you can have it automatically show something if you want, like a recurring. So I just throw it in there now. But this is good ambiance. For free. For copyright free. Very good. And it's best when you don't even listen to it. Don't ignore it. Just get on with your discussion. Focus on the topic, the visual, the ball game is what we're focusing on. We're focusing on the ball game. Yes, we are, and I'm trying to cope the best I can. I should get a visit in around 2 hours and a quarter from my son and wife. I may be, I feel like an old man now who gets a visit. They're bringing pizza. And I say it be a celebration of life. And I'm gonna make a toast to that with my can of Coke. Hey folks, Jeffrey Guterman, going through some busy times these days. Just trying to keep a positive attitude. And doing pretty well right now. We have a 1-0 ball game. Let's not ignore that. And if you're out in text, I'd love to hear from you. I mean, I don't mean Kathy Harden. She's been there. She's clocked more hours. And she is our managing moderator. If you see that wrench there, she is the managing moderator. She even moderates me. Those onion potato chips make you thirsty, huh? Well, out come the Phillies, the home team. And there's Woody. Remember, Heisel is playing center. And he'll be up this inning in the bottom of the sixth. We are in Connie Mack. We are in frickin' Connie Mack Stadium. I think it was 71 when the Veterans Stadium another name for this park was Shibe Park, and we are in it in its second to last year. I think it was And God, there was a lot of history that happened in this stadium. I'm not even sure what it was called. I know yeah, there it is. Look at that. Wow. Here's Connie Mack Stadium in 1968. 1968, and that guy looks like he is a Cardinal. He's got a red hat, and the guy on first could be a Philly or vice versa. Look at that. Look at that Ballantine beer sign. And the long jeans, new clock, so iconic, so nostalgic, I should say. Look at that frickin' wall. I guess there's a fence before those tall walls, in hopes that those would stop maybe some home runs from hitting. God. And you know, it must have been a beautiful place to watch a ball game. Think about it. And they did it as late as 69. As late as, I mean, maybe 70. But in this year, they are definitely playing in Connie Mack Stadium. And attendance was not 2025. 2025. It was a night game, it says on grass, of course. Connie Mack Stadium. My Lord. And Woody is on the mound, and it's going to be Shannon now. Shannon 1 for 2. He scored the run. Oh, Joel Horland notes they put that wall up to prevent the neighbors from watching free baseball. Wow. That's a great piece of information. There you go. So I guess the fence is way before that. I saw it, or I don't know about way, but yeah, we saw it. We'll look at it again. Here's Woody now facing Shannon. Again, Shannon 1 for 2. Single came home on the Devannon fly ball to left. Woody, and the pitch. Oh, that's a 4-8, and it's a base hit up the middle. Shannon's second hit of the ball game. They need Shannon to be hitting if they're going to be winning. These Cards, the way they look at it is it's one day at a time, one game at a time, one win at a frickin' time. As they. But if you want to know, Pirates have already won today, so therefore they got to win to keep pace and be 3.5 out, which has to me, a much lighter ring to it than 4 games out. I don't know about you. Here's Byron Brown, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. In a rare start, Byron Brown, he's got a card. He had a whole 53 at bats. Very, very marginal fielder out there in right. I may take him out with a lead. Joel Horland goes on to note that Connie Mack himself had the wall put up in 1935. They called it the spite fence. And you want to know something? I'm glad you said that. You know, I've read and watched documentaries on Connie Mack, and very quickly, you know, I used to have a really bad reputation that he was first of all, a cheap guy, which that is true. But then I think I made the generalization, he's a nasty guy or a bad guy. But it turns out he did some good, and he has, like everybody else, he has a mixed legacy. And I'll leave you with this. He once was with his team, the A's. He was the manager for 50 years. I don't know what year it was, but he took a taxi from the hotel to the stadium. And as he was leaving, the taxi driver said, "How about a tip?" And Mac turned to him and said, "Don't bet on the A's." True story, or at least legend has it. Well, Byron is 2 for 2. And go look, folks, go look up Connie Mack. Go read about him, learn about his history, the 50-year duration of owning and managing that team and not wearing a uniform. Okay, here's Woody and the degree to which he let his team just deteriorate. I'm talking about his online, you know, he eventually had to sell it, and they moved to Kansas City, and then Oakland, and soon Vegas. Is it Vegas? Whoa. The world is changing. Okay, Fryman from the stretch, trying to settle down. Here's the pitch to Byron. Oh, 2-7, right, left-handed. Oh, he walked him. Oh, Woody puts 2 on here. That's not the way to go. I don't know what it is in me, Kathy Harden. There's a part of me that's rooting for the Phillies. But why would I do that? What the hell do I want? I guess it's the balance. Here's Devannon now. Lord. And Big Chuck comes out on deck. Big Chuck on deck. Woody trying to get out of this shit. Woody from the stretch. The pitch to Devannon. And that's 5-7 right-handed, and he struck him out. And that's the kind of shit that he needs to be doing. That's Woody's 6th. That's the kind of pitching. Okay, that's going to help Woody Fryman tonight. And here's Big Chuck Taylor now. By the way, the Phillies do not have an ace, if you will, in the bullpen, but I'll tell you, only James and Boozer were used last game. Boozer was used in real world. I'm going to help out by having Bill Wilson. I'm going to tell Bill Wilson to start warming up. He doesn't need to he warms up pretty quickly. I'm going to have him start warming. That means saunter over, take the glove, take the ball, and just loosen up. And maybe next inning you will start warming up. So it's Bill Wilson. I'm doing it because he's the best they got. And I'm doing it because I want to, okay? and because I matter. All right? That's some preventative work. By the way, Horner has been put on notice. In case you did not know that. Is it Horner? Is freaking name Horner? Yeah. Joe has been put on notice. And he's basically their ace. Not to saunter, but to get ready to saunter. We're in Connie Mack Stadium. All with Big Chuck at the plate. All that shit's going on. Here's Woody now. Come on, Woody. And the pitch to Chuck. That's going to be 6-4. Right-handed. Chops it to short. This could be 2. Let's see. It's right on the money. That freaking right on the money with the right-handed hitter. And money is a 327. Whoa. See how money handles this. That's 18-3. That is a G1. And money at a 27, 6'11", 15 on an E27. And he throws him out. Let's see, with first and second, it's a clean, what did I say it was? A clean, oh, I'm so glad that I'm doing it this way because I can read it now. G1. That's a G1. You see, it was a very, very clean G1 with the 18, and he's a 3. And then he's an E27. And on that, we get a 6, 11, 15. There's no 15. Therefore, it's a clean, very clean G1. And then we want to see with first and second how that works out. It could be a double play. Money turns the double play. Oh, what a beautiful play by Money. That was one. There it is, first and second. DP 5-4. DP 4-3, if it's not one of those, and DP 4-3. It's a double play right there. Oh, 6-4-3. Was that a pretty play by Money or what? And that, look at how Woody gets out of that. Oh, Woody got out of that. Holy cow. Folks, it's sort of surreal. It's sort of a surreal feeling here when you go back in time. Fryman's still rhyming. When you go back in time, it's an awfully surreal kind of thing. There you go. Here's flat. I want it flat. And we are in Connie Mack Stadium. There we are now. Oh, it's just a super time here. I'm in Studio B. Not at the park, but I'm broadcasting remotely to the memory of the park. And for me, it's in that way, it is very real. And it is a 1-0 ball game with the Phils coming up. And Big Chuck is going to try to hold the Cards. They got the best pitchers, and both bullpens are limbering up, if you will. Valentine beer. Look at those ads. I can't read them, but one looks like the Yellow Pages. This one. Of course, we can see Valentine beer, and look at the frickin'. I wonder if it was I think it was probably electronic by then. The scores, all over the league. This was in '68, folks. So there are, quote unquote, only 10 teams in each league. This was the last year before divisional play. Year of the pitcher. I need some water here. Oh Lord. Chuck, Woody, you know. Chuck is he's chucking Woody. He's chucking wood. Chuck Taylor holding on. And he will face the top of the order. Get back in just a moment here. There is by the way, there's just been a position change. I know Byron Brown's a great guy, but Vic. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah. Vic Davalillo is coming in to play right field for Byron Brown, who had a great game. Byron set up the run with a base hit. Here's Vic Davalillo. Coming into the ball game here. Vic Davalillo had some good years. This was really not one of them. He was hurt much of the year. And Vic Davalillo, he did hit 265. Playing right field, and look at him, he's a 3. Shit. He's a 2 in left, but he's a 3 in right. It's sure better than Byron, and he is a +1 arm. He'll play right field. And here's Big Chuck now. Big guy Chuck Taylor is throwing shutout baseball, by the way, through 5 innings. And I think that's we'll straighten it out. Fryman is still rhyming here. And I'll straighten it all out here. Don't be afraid. Nothing to be afraid of. Okay. Here we go. Big Chuck Taylor leading it off. It's another Taylor. Whoa. Battle of the Taylors. It's Chuck Taylor on the mound, facing Tony Taylor, 0 for 2. The windup and the Chuck. Whoa! That die did not go through. It's a complete re-roll. Whoa, it landed on the kitchen floor. Lord, it landed on the kitchen floor. And that did not go through. We didn't even look at it. This is a hot pitch. Okay, it's Chuck Taylor now facing Tony Taylor. Here's the pitch. That is a 4-6 right-handed, and he chops it to third. Shannon has it, of course, and he throws it to Gagliano. And that's one away. Here's Heisel now. Heisel brought in for Briggs. He doubled and was left on by Chuck. Okay, here's Chuck now. And the pitch to Heisel. He was hurt. And that's going to be 3-5 right-handed. It's hit well into the gap. And it's another double by Larry Heisel. And the fans are cheering. We are in Connie Mack Stadium. Oh, Heisel hit that one. He Heiseled it. It's his second freaking double of the ball game. It was a 3-5 right-handed home run, 1-4. It's a double. No diamonds. And that's going to bring up Big Dick Allen now. Allen 0 for 2. Heisel, the tying run on second with 1 out. It's Big Chuck from the stretch. Big moment here for Big Dick Allen. And the pitch from Taylor. That's 1-5 right-handed. Oh, it's hit deep by Dick. Oh. And that's a 2-run home run by Dick Allen. Oh, my. Oh, my, oh, my. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm sure you can see that. 1-5, right-handed off Chuck. No diamonds. And it was a 3. It was a frickin' 3. Dick Allen. I think Kathy Harden may not be happy about it. I don't know. I know Ron McGrath is really not happy about it. Big Dick Allen comes through in a big way. Now, Big Chuck has a lot of stamina. His first endurance is the 8th. If you don't mind, for me to take a moment, to enter this in real time. Big Dick Allen, wow. How the hell do you like that? And I think that's going to give him that's home run number 23 for Big Dick Allen. And that ties him with a whole bunch of people. A whole load. Really, it's really something. It must be like almost 10 or something. I have 23 home runs. And it's a 2-1 ball game. Well, here comes Callison now. Horner is available. It's a little early for him. There's other warmers. But again, Chuck he's good till 8. Let's see now. Callison at the plate. That's 3-5 right-handed, and he struck him out. That's his 4th, 2 down. And here's DJ Johnson now. All right, maybe I am for the Cards to come back. I have no control over any of it anyway. DJ Johnson, 0 for 2, Chuck. And the Chuck. That is 5-7. Right-handed, and he struck him out. He gets the last 2 on strikes. And the side is retired, but there were 2 runs. on 2 hits, the 1-out double by Heisel, and this time Dick Allen came in and hit a 2-run home run. Oh shit, what am I gonna do? Fuck. I got nothing to do right now. I think I have, folks, I really think I have declined emotionally through the aging process. I really do. Not to the point where I can't function, but just I really have. What a game. 2-1. Oh, God freaking help me. I told you, this channel on YouTube, it's more than just a Strat-O-Matic channel. It's an experience, it's performance art, it's real life. It's the ups, the downs. Ballantine beer. Folks, for those of you from New York, wasn't Ballantine beer the beer advertised by the Yankees? The Mets, of course, they did Rheingold, but I think in later years they switched, maybe to Schaefer, I'm not sure. But was it one time the Yankees, they would advertise Ballantine? I think those were like exclusives, you didn't do more than one, you really represented one. I could be wrong. Or were the Yankees Schaefer? But the Mets had Rheingold Extra Dry, which I liked. A Ballantine Blast. Kathy Arden says that Mel Allen would call it a Ballantine Blast. Beer was for baseball, beer was as much a staple as, not that I was a big beer drinker at baseball games. Maybe one, but beer and hot dogs and peanuts are staples. So I guess the Phillies have come to play ball, Kathy Harden. Hello, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman from Studio B, as in baseball. Strat-O-Matic baseball. Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball replay September 8. First of a two, Cards at Phil's in Connie Mac. And here comes Woody now. Woody got into trouble the last couple innings, a little bit of trouble, and got out of it. In fact, he had first and second no outs, got out of it in the sixth. Woody has pitched good baseball, and now Woody is winning this ball game. Woody is freaking winning this ball game, but it's going to be the top of the order for the Cards. Brock, Flood, and Julian. And here's Lou Brock now, 0 for 3 today. Lou due for a good one. They have Watkins behind the plate, a +2. Brock gets on, he'll probably be running like the wind. And here's Woody now. He's ready. Brock steps in the batter's box. The wind-up and the pitch from Woody. And that is 1-9 left-handed. Oh, it's hit the second. Tony Taylor has it. And he throws him out. You got to say Tony Taylor, because we also have a big Chuck Taylor, who now is a loser of record. So Brock 0 for 4 today on a 1-9 left-handed. And here comes Curt Flood, 3 for 3. 3 singles. He's hit off Woody. Fryman now. And the pitch to Flood. That's 3-5 left-handed. It's hit. Oh, that's a re-roll. The whole frickin' thing is a re-roll. That was hanging. That's the rule. We roll the whole thing. Oh, Lord, Kathy Arden, I'm sorry. Someone's got to follow the rules. There it is, 5-6 right-handed, and he struck him out. That may be a controversial play for some. And I want the Cardinals. It's got to be a re-roll, the whole thing. We re-roll the whole goddamn thing because of stochastic process. You can't just roll to your liking because you know what I'm saying? You got to roll the whole goddamn thing over. I hope you're okay with that. It's 2-away now. And here's Julian. That was too bad. That was a double. Stolen on a off-sided 20 die. Gotta have house rules. You can't guess, okay, well, it does look like it's leaning toward this one. No, they have to be flat as pancakes. So please don't get on me, folks. Here's the pitch to Julian. It's the integrity I care about. And that's 4-3 right-handed, grounded back to Woody. Oh, that's grounded back to Woody there on a 4-3 right-handed. Woody is a 4-0. Oh, shit. 4-0. That's going to be a 6-4 on a pitcher. On a Woody, 6-4. It's going to be a G3. And that's going to be 5-8-9. Woody is a 0. He throws him out. And the side is retired. So a real disappointment, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know, you play enough of these games. The key to rules, house rules with the dice, is be consistent. And the rule is if it's off, the whole frickin' thing is re-rolled. The whole frickin' thing. You re-roll it if one of them doesn't go through. You know, it has to go through the tower. You're not going to pick and choose. The whole thing gets re-rolled, and that's why the Cardinals, Kurt Flood lost out on a double. And plus, when you play 1,666 games, you're going to have shit happen. Shit is going to happen. I have enough emotional problems for people to get on me because of my calls. Oh, but I do hope the Cards win. Oh, shit. Well, here's Chuck now. Big Chuck still in the game. Let's see. Now, DJ, Rick Joseph will lead it off. DJ struck out. Here's Chuck now. And the pitch. It's all small stuff. 4-8, right-handed. Grounds it to short. To Davana and 1 out. It's all frickin' small potatoes. Now Dave Watkins. Taylor is not due up for a while for the Cards. The pitch to Watkins. 6-5 right-handed, grounds to short X. Devannon 442. .24 G1 4710 40 frickin' 2, and he throws him out 2 away. 2 ground balls to Devan. And here comes Money now. And Woody coming out on deck. A 2-run home run by Dick Allen. Here's Chuck Taylor now. .54 right-handed, fly ball left field for Brock. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Folks, I want to reiterate it again. The house rule is everything must be flat. Just like you see that roll. And if it's not, everything is re-rolled. That's the a priori rule that Major League Baseball within my replay has agreed to. And therefore, you can't say, you know, it may work out for you in another game, okay? I don't guess numbers when I see numbers like you see. It's hard for me to set it like that, but, you know, sometimes you'll see this thing just sort of, you know, sitting on the corner, and I'm gonna guess which it is? Come on, folks. Come on. I'm not going to do it because that's worse. That's freaking worse, folks. So have clear, solid, freaking rules. Okay? I'm going to take a little break here. Take just a little break. In fact, I might take a walk outside for about 3 to 5 minutes, folks. God. Have to deal with all that bullshit. That's where Dick Allen hit it. I'm going to say Dick Allen hit that that home run somewhere. He's a right-handed hitter, maybe somewhere. Maybe in left center or something. It's a long home run. That was a long home run by Dick Allen. Imagine what this is 1968, people. Imagine what life really was like back then. Now, I was 10 and I lived in Roslyn, New York. And I was totally into the Beatles and the Kennedys and current events and baseball. And but I didn't really, I think I might have went to Philadelphia once with my family. But there's Philadelphia. I guess that's part of the city there where it's situated. And this is in 68. So regardless of what part of the season it is, it could be as late as September 68. This is in the middle, this picture, 1968. This could be sometime in, well, first of all, it's the most tumultuous year, I think, of the 60s. I think that, I'm not sure, the MLK assassination came first, before RFK. I think RFK was in August, but I think MLK was like in April, or close to that. And I think it was March 31st, already Johnson had announced he was not going to run. He was a broken man by then, and depressed. And MLK in April, RFK in June. Okay, June. And some guy, I mean, it was unbelievable. The riots at the Democratic Convention in 68. The nomination of Humphrey, and believe it or not, Nixon, who made maybe the greatest comeback in presidential politics, at least. And I guess the establishment won out, or the silent majority won out. It was close, but he beat Humphrey, and then the rest, you know what happened from there. These were intense times, and it's almost like a blur to me now. Okay, it's almost like it had to be this way. Woody takes them out. This is his second endurance inning. It's going to be Torrey, Gagliano, and Shannon. Torrey, right-handed hitter. Here's Woody now, the left-hander. And the pitch to Torrey. That is 6-4, right-handed. Grounds it to short X. That will be money, 327. $327, 12-3. G2, E27, 468. And he throws him out. So Torrey is retired. Nice play by Money. And here's Phil Gagliano. That was one wacky year, folks. Here's Gagliano at the plate, 0 for 3. Fryman. And that is 6-7, right-handed. It's a grounder to second. And that is going to be Taylor at 323. 323, that is 17-3 for Taylor. That's a G1. Tony, E23, that's going to be 5-8-11. And he boots it. Tony booted that. Be glad to show it to you. That's the first error of the ball game. Charge to the Phillies. Let's look at that now. It was well, we know already it was a grounder to second. And it is Money, a grounder to second. And Taylor is a 323, 17, that's the G1, 23, and it's 11. And there it is, E1. So we have a Yankee Bob 7. And we welcome you to the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Here's Mike Shannon now. Gagliano on first, 1 out. He's the tying run. Here's Fryman now. The pitch to Shannon. That's 5-6, right-handed, struck him out. Oh, number 8 for Woody. Number 8 for Woody. Oh my. So it's 2 down now. That was a big one for Woody. And here comes Vic Davalio. Now this is lefty-lefty. He came in to play right. This will be his first at bat replacing Byron. As you can see, he has some power against left-handers, but it's a long shot. He is end power against left-handers. Come on, Vic, hit one out. Yankee Bob 7 asks, if you're talking about this 69 replay, I started sometime around March or April of 2020. Here's Woody now. And the pitch to Davalio. Oh, that's 6-6 left-handed. It's going to be a fly to left. He made contact, but it's playable by DJ Johnson, and the side is out. Oh, the side is out. And that was the end of the inning. It's still 2-1. And Big Chuck Taylor, he's due up next inning. They're going to have Big Chuck, you know. The only mistake the big mistake was that 2-run home run to Big Dick Allen. And Woody is going to come up and hit. It's a 2-1 ball game. A real disappointing game for St. Louis. They could fall 4 1/2 behind. Christ. Can anything go my way? And I'm going to take a freaking break. I'm taking a walk outside, folks. I'm very sensitive, and I hope none of you thought that was a raw deal with Kurt Flood when he struck out in the 7th on a re-roll. But the rule is the rule, and also I say it's all worked into the replay. It's all frickin' worked in. I think I'm gonna take a walk for about a few minutes. Oh, my back. And I'll be back in due course. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. 2-1 Phils. Middle of the 8th inning. Hey folks, what's doing? I'll be right back. I want to pull out the instructions, show you how I do this. If it's okay with you. And I'm going to bring this down, but I'm going to pick out something in particular. They have on page 14 of my copy something called A Few Words of Experience. Not that these instructions are necessarily well written or not written well, but first of all, this is a good point right here. There's a pretty good point right here. This is just a fact. Sometimes when you have outsmarted your opponent, whether it be even if one side over another, only, this is not related to my point here, but only to have an unlikely dice roll go against you, you may become frustrated, just as a big league manager does when his best fielder boots a grounder or his slugger strikes out with the bases loaded. But the main point that I want to bring out here And the issue of shaking the dice is solved essentially with the tower. But here it is. Agree and it's the last one. Agree in advance on when you will re-roll the dice for the same batter. For example, if any of them falls off the table, if one is tilted, when it stops rolling, etc. And the agreement in my replays, is that if one is tilted, all are re-rolled. You do whatever you want to do. You want to re-roll the whole thing, fine. I mean, if you want to re-roll just the tilted, fine. End of story. My son's on his way to get pizza. So that's the way it goes. Anybody out there? It's Jeffrey Guterman on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network here in Studio B. Anybody out there at all? Here's Chuck Taylor now. Still in the game. There'll be a hitter for him in the ninth. He's been awesome, except for the 2-run home run to Dick Allen. Here's Fryman now. And the pitch. 1-8 struck him out. I hope they frickin' hit him so hard. That's the 6th for Taylor. Here's Tony Taylor now. Oh, Lord help me, God. Anybody out there at all? I know Kathy's out there. Here's Taylor 0 for 3. Heisel on deck. And the pitch to Taylor. All right, JC, 3-8. And that's a base hit for Taylor. Taylor gets a piece of that Chuckwood off Chuck Taylor, 3-8 right-handed. And JC checks in. He says, just doing some bookkeeping on my replay while I listen. I love it. Love it. So Taylor on first, he's a B. Not being held. 1-13. Phil's lead at 2-1. Taylor on first, 1 out. Here's Heisel now. Chuck. And the Chuck, 6-3, right-handed. Grounds it to first, B. Taken by Gagliano and throws it to second to get Taylor. 2 outs now with the force. And Heisel is on. He's a B. And here's Dick Allen. Big hand here for Big Dick Allen here in Connie Mack Stadium when he hit the 2-run home run. Here's Chuck Taylor now. 2 outs. Heisel on first. And the pitch. And that's 3-4. Oh, and he struck him out. What a performance by Chuck Taylor. It could be a winner or a loser. Whoa, he pitched good baseball. 2 runs in 8 innings, 7 strikeouts. Walked only 1. And Woody is coming out. Woody is coming out here to win it for the Phillies. I'm so sorry, Kathy Harden. I hope you're not disappointed. We're glad from you, Bill Ivamy. Bill Ivamy checks in. There is going to be a hitter here for Jerry Devanin. Veda Pinson and Tim McCarver are injured. It's going to be Dave Ricketts leading it right off here. Dave Ricketts hitting for Devanin. You're going to tell me, here he is. Steve Hunt's. If they're lucky enough to tie it or go ahead, Steve Hunt's will play shortstop in that spot.